Meth arrests in the Sioux.
Alger Ski Marathon begins tomorrow. Hi, I'm Amr Mansour.
And I'm Melissa Lambert, and this is Public Eye News. 22-year-old man accused of stealing a car and fleeing from police was sentenced this morning in Marquette County Circuit Court. Devin Dahlstrom will serve 1 year in jail with credit and 2 years of probation for stealing a car in Chocolate Township and fleeing from police on foot back in September. He will be allowed early release 6 months into his sentence to participate in a substance abuse treatment program in Gastra. Dahlstrom said he knows that he has a problem, and that is why he's asking for the opportunity for treatment. He could also face jail time if he fails the treatment program. 3 suspects involved in a possible drug ring were arrested on meth-related charges in Chippewa County. During surveillance in the Trident investigation, detectives stopped a vehicle as it was leaving a Sioux residence and found a meth lab inside the vehicle. Authorities arrested Adam Wesley Edwardson, Brittany Marie Edwardson, both of Sault Ste. Marie, and Elisa Marvine LeBlanc of Brimley on multiple charges, including manufacturing a meth lab and drug house charges. It is believed that this group is responsible for multiple meth labs over the past couple days.
Open water has been found in the Munising Bay. Earlier this week, a fishing boat easily broke frozen ice, making it dangerous to others. While the ice seems solid offshore, the Alger County Sheriff Department says ice can be broken near the West Channel. Snowmobilers and ice fishermen are warned to check the ice depth before pursuing a route. However, many fishermen complain they are not able to catch much fish this winter. Authorities recommend the best advice on the ice is to use common sense. And the 18th annual Nquamanon Ski Marathon began today. The 3-day event began with junior races and worked its way up to snowshoeing, showing, snow biking, and cross-country skiing. The marathon director has expressed gratitude for having enough snow this year to carry out with the event. Around 1,500 athletes are expected to participate, coming from 15 different states. The first race started today at 3 p.m.
The last coal-fired steamship operating on the Great Lakes has been designated as a National Historic Landmark. The SS Badger launched in 1952, carrying about 600 passengers and 180 vehicles on Lake Michigan between Wisconsin and Michigan. Last year was the first time the vessel operated without dumping coal ash into the lake, and other environmentally friendly improvements have been made to keep the Badger in service. The designation had been sought for years, and Michigan Congressman Bill Huizinga said the Badger has historical significance to the entire Great Lakes region. And the first trial aimed at settling General Motors' faulting ignition switches has been dismissed. The Oklahoma man's story about faulty airbags in his car unraveled during the federal court trials. U.S. District Judge Jesse Furman asked the parties to discuss dropping the case a day earlier after he concluded that there was no merit to the plaintiff's claims and injuries were exaggerated. The case was dismissed this morning at the request of lawyers on both sides. A GM representative said the company is pleased the case is ending without any payment to the plaintiffs. And stay tuned, because after the break, we'll be back with your national and international news.
Coming up on Austin City Limits.
Everybody jump! Tune in Saturday night at 11.
And welcome back. The EPA has called Flint's response to the water crisis inadequate. The EPA blames the city of Flint, their environmental department, along with the state of Michigan as a whole, for the lead contamination in the city's water. The response to the crisis is now being called inadequate to protect public health. The EPA has also announced internal changes to be made in response to the Flint crisis. While Governor Snyder is expected to appear before Congress now, President Obama has called the situation, quote, something we should not accept, end quote. And more than 77 million people are in the path of a massive blizzard that's making its way up to the eastern coast this afternoon. Many areas could be paralyzed. Don Champion is in Washington, D.C., which is expected to take a direct hit.
The National Weather Service says the snow and sleet that disrupted the morning commute in Arkansas and North Carolina could turn into one of the 10 worst storms the East Coast has ever seen.
We see this as a major storm. It has life and death implications.
Washington, D.C.'s mayor says her town is expected to get the brunt of the weather, conditions not experienced in 90 years. There could be up to 3 feet of snow by Sunday. Schools and government offices are closed. The region's mass transit system will close later today. After getting caught off guard by an inch of snow on Wednesday, city officials said they're better prepared for this storm with a fleet of more than 500 salt and plow trucks. Blizzard watches and warnings extend north to Philadelphia, where all flights are canceled tomorrow. The New York City area is expecting up to a foot, and the New Jersey coastline is preparing for an 8-foot icy storm surge. In Sea Isle, the owner of Mike's Seafood moved his equipment higher than the 34-inch flood line left behind by Superstorm Sandy.
You get to Sandy, you watch everything a lot more closer than you usually do, so it's better to be prepared. The storm is expected to linger through several high tides. Don Champion, CBS News, Washington.
Court records in the Bill Cosby lawsuit show he was granted a motion to dismiss a defamation lawsuit by a federal judge in Pennsylvania. One of the women who publicly accused Cosby of the assault filed the civil suit back in October. According to court documents, Renita Hill claimed that the actor and his lawyer defamed her in the media. Judge Arthur J. Schwab said the statements do not support a claim for defamation under the Pennsylvania law and dismissed the claims against Cosby. Hill's lawyer said the party is disappointed but will appeal the decision. Oil prices are on the rebound. A company is recalling over 70,000 car seats, and Target is making house calls. Hannah Daniels has more details.
The price of oil may be on the rebound. Benchmark U.S. crude rose 4% yesterday, closing shy of $30 a barrel. The day before, U.S. crude took its biggest one-day dive since September. The price of oil is at its lowest since 2003. Britax is recalling more than 71,000 infant car seats because the handle can crack and break, causing the seat to fall unexpectedly. The recall involves the Britax BeSafe 35 and BeSafe 35 Elite infant car seats and travel systems. If you have one of these seats, you can sign up to get a free repair kit, and you should stop carrying the seat by the handles until the repair is installed. At least one infant has been injured. Target is making house calls. Company executives have been making home visits to better understand consumer choices and shopping habits. Target CEO says customers are getting more digitally savvy and harder to pin down, and he hopes that looking through the closets and cupboards of Target shoppers will bring new insight. And getting your hot sauce fix is going to get a lot easier. Sriracha hot sauce is now sold in packets by the website srirachatogo.com. 50 packs sell for $15, 200 packs go for $35. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Hannah Daniels.
A University of Virginia college student has been detained in North Korea. Otto Warmbier was detained on January 2nd on the charges of carrying out, quote, a hostile act against the DPRK, end quote. Warmbier entered the country through a Chinese travel agency and a tourist visa. The U.S. Embassy in South Korea says it was aware of the reports of the arrest. In the past, other American citizens have been arrested in North Korea for similar charges. And Russia is making plans to build a border in Syria near Turkey. The move comes after Turkey shot down a Russian military jet in Ankara last year. U.S. officials say the border could further complicate the situation in the region. Officials say they are watching the developments closely, but are not extremely concerned about it. Russia has already made plans for an airbase in northeast Syria. And after the break, we'll be back with your weather and sports. Stay tuned.
On Masterpiece.
If I am to live out my life here, I need to find something to do that isn't just about the estate.
How enterprising. We talk about making a difference, but this could actually change lives.
Mr. and Mrs. Harding.
Hello.
No one has sharper eyes than a loving son. You read that somewhere. So you're not hiding anything.
We've lived with suspicion too long. Cousin Isabel is entitled to put up an argument.
Of course she is. She's just not entitled to win it. Downton Abbey on Masterpiece. Watch Sunday evening at 9 Eastern.
Hey, welcome back to Public Eye News. My name is Charlie Edwards, and this is your weather. As you can see behind me, it is very gloomy and cloudy, but when you live in the UP, this is basically what you can expect in the winter. Looking at the weather report, you can see it is cloudy with temperatures of 26 degrees Fahrenheit, winds coming from the north at 12 miles per hour, and pressure is 30.37 and falling. Tonight, there will be clear skies with a low of 13 degrees and winds coming from the west at 4 miles per hour. Tomorrow, it is mostly cloudy with a high of 30 degrees and winds coming from the south-southwest at 12 miles per hour. And looking around the UP, as you can see into St. Marie, it is 26 degrees and cloudy. In Manistee, it is 29 degrees and cloudy. In Escanaba, it is 30 degrees and cloudy. In Menominee, it is 28 degrees and cloudy. In Iron Mountain, it is 27 degrees and cloudy. In Ironwood, it is 20 degrees and cloudy. In Houghton, it is 20 degrees and cloudy. And back here in Marquette, it is 20 degrees and cloudy. Looking ahead, as you can see, on Sunday there will be a high of 32 and a low of 25 and cloudy. Monday there will be a high of 32 and low of 24 and snow showers. And Tuesday there will be a high of 25, a low of 14 and snow showers. So the weather report looks bad, and so does the story on the Patriots.
Hopefully after Sunday it won't look too shabby.
Hopefully.
While Patriot quarterback Tom Brady has accomplished a lot in his career, he still hasn't managed to pull out consistent wins against the Denver Broncos. New England's 5-6 record in the AFC makes Denver the only team the Patriots don't have a winning record over. The 2-6 losing streak against the Broncos follows the November loss that ended the Patriots' goal of a perfect season. Even after an analysis of 8 games since 2001, no pattern has been highlighted as to why the Patriots aren't measuring up. As Sunday creeps up, the two will battle for the AFC title and a spot against either Arizona Cardinals or the Carolina Panthers in Super Bowl 50. LA Clippers have released Josh Smith to the Houston Rockets after heavy consideration of just waiving him. The trade gave the Clippers Marty Lunin and left them with a $2 million luxury tax, but gave Rocket players newfound excitement. Smith, who is regretting his move to the Clippers after finding a niche with the Rockets, signed a 1-year contract, but didn't feel he fit well with coach Doc Rivers. The Clippers will be paying the remaining $460,000 left on Smith's contract. Smith averaged 2.6 assists, 1.2 blocks, 12 points, and 6 rebounds in his 55-game career with the Rockets previously, but his stats with the Clippers were significantly reduced. A news conference at Camden Yards revealed the Orioles have signed a 7-year, $161 million contract with Chris Davis. Davis, who was unsure of his future in Baltimore during the offseason, was a free agent after the end of the 2015 season, though the Orioles said Davis was a primary target for a contract. The 29-year-old will be receiving $23 million a year, with $42 million being held. His deferred money will come in 10 payments of $3.5 million and 5 payments of $1.4 million, paying off once he is 51 years old. The deal makes Davis the highest paid player of the franchise, but he assures that he understands the commitment he has just signed. Davis hit 47 home runs and had 117 RBIs last season and is currently leading the majors with 159 home runs and 4th in RBIs with 412. So, Amir, nobody's complaining here, but I hear there's a man complaining in Sacramento about a sandwich.
Yeah, let's just say, Chelsea, he wasn't eating fresh. One man got very upset when he was denied his Subway sandwich. On Thursday, 4 people were arrested at Sacramento's Subway after employees denied service to a man. After being denied service, the man returned with 3 of his friends and injured the employees. The lesson is, don't deny a person their right to eat fresh. Guys, what's your favorite thing to eat at Subway?
Sandwiches.
Okay, Chelsea. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for on Public Eye News. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on Monday.
preceding program was produced in studios located in the Edgar L. Hardin Learning Resources Center by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public